is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It has finally come to the final few days and the car is going to be painted. I decided next week I'm taking the car to the body shop. So there's a couple things I want to take care of before we take it to the body shop. I want to finish cleaning off the hood and all the tarnish from when I removed the clear bra in a previous video. Also, all of the exterior stickers except my Team Daily Driven Revolution I want removed because those are all just going to be replaced with brand new stickers. Other than that, the interior is going to be completely cleaned. I'm going to detail the interior, and then outside the car, it's going to be washed. We're going to use some clay bar to get any tarnish off. And then I might wax the car. I haven't decided if I want to do that before or after it gets back from the body shop. But with that being said, when I take it to the body shop, I'm going to take everything out of the car. I just want it clean so they don't have to fuss around or anything like that. Not that they would have to anyways inside, but I just want them to have a clean car and everything being in good shape when I hand the car over to them. With that said, let's just jump into a time lapse of removing the stickers and cleaning the outside of the car. What is up, guys? It is Monday. It's been busy. It's been a really busy day. I got my vaccine, taking care of, groceries, all this stuff before I send my car into the shop. So just making sure I'll be okay, not having a car for a few days. But anyways, really happy with how it's turned out. After washing and waxing the car, it looks really good. So I've decided tomorrow, Tuesday, is going to be the best time to hand over the car to them. They said it'd take about 3 days, so maybe 4 days at the longest. Really shouldn't be anything too challenging. So I'm gonna go ahead and unload all the stuff in the car, like I have some bags. So I'm gonna take all that out of the car, and then I'll be ready in the morning to hand it off to them. Alright, what up, guys? It's been a couple days since I provided an update. After I got my COVID shot, I developed some pretty severe symptoms, so I was like shivering and shaking, and just the following day I wasn't feeling all that great. I still gave the body shop the car, but I just wasn't feeling really good enough to do any filming. So anyways, I ended up dropping the car off at the body shop. Wasn't really exciting or anything like that. I just took some stuff out of the car, and then I just signed some paperwork, just handing the car over to them. So then they ordered the bumper and the splitters. Turned out the splitters were shipping over from the East Coast, so it took a couple of days to actually get those. They just arrived today at the body shop, so they're putting everything back together. So the bumper's painted and the splitters are already pre-painted, so there's no need for that. So right now they are wrapping up, attaching the splitters and then attaching the lip. And they actually ended up calling me saying, hey, the front lip isn't gonna work. And I'm like, what? And I was like, they're like, yeah, you gotta come down and take a look. And then they called me a few minutes later. It turned out that the splitters need to be attached before you can attach the front lip. So that's good, because if I was sent the wrong lip, that would suck, because that lip was like, I think I paid $300 after shipping and taxes. So anyways, just waiting now to get a call to pick up the car. It's getting kind of dark, so I don't know if I'll be able to show it today, but I'll definitely fast forward to receiving the car, and I'll show you guys. What is up, guys? Got the car back, and let me just say, the bumper looks amazing. The car as a whole looks amazing. It's just completely different. Now, instead of just like talking, I just want to show you guys. But first I want to say, when I got the car back, I was just like, my jaw dropped. I was like, there's no way it looks this good. So, but that kind of made me overlook some issues that I later discovered, which is there's some problems with paint matching, and there's just different parts of the car that are just painted differently. So let me go ahead and show you guys that and what's going on with the paint being different in different spots. So let me go ahead and show you guys that. Alright, first off, let me reiterate just how good this looks. I mean, holy shit. Like, I don't know if you guys remember the old bumper, but look at that. Like, look at the lip. The lip just adds just a whole nother of just how aggressive this the whole car as a whole looks. And another thing I noticed is the old bumper in the front here, all this black was like super faded and just from the UV light, and this is just like it being brand new, just like a good dark black now. One thing I was kind of disappointed in, when they ordered the bumper, I didn't realize, I thought it would just come with new fog light covers, and these are the fog light covers from the old car, which isn't the end of the world. I could try and take off the clear bra, but that might pull off the sticker, the STI sticker there, so I'm probably just gonna leave it as is. I don't know how clear it is in the video. I know it's gonna be different, but if you look at that, the splitter and the fog light cover and the fender, they're all kind of the same darker blue. Maybe the splitter and the fog light cover are just maybe a bit darker than the fender. It's honestly kind of hard to show with a camera. The bumper is like significantly lighter, and I kind of overlooked this when I was at the shop, but the more I looked at it, when I got home, I was like, ooh, that's pretty bad. Now I understand, like, plastic, you're gonna have a different outcome with the color, and you're never gonna get it absolutely perfect, but I messaged a few friends, sent pictures around, and had family look at it, and they were like, yeah, it's pretty noticeable. And that was my concern, is that it's so noticeable that now whenever I walk up to the car, I'm gonna notice how big of a difference there is between the bumper and the splitter and the fog light cover, because from what I can tell, the splitter, the fender, and the fog light cover, they're the same blue, but for whatever reason, this blue is just lighter, and it's most apparent when you look at it from this angle. So I talked to the body shop, and I was like, hey, is there any way we can make this paint darker? And you know, I don't want to be that guy and have the whole front bumper end up getting repainted, but I just wouldn't be content otherwise. You know, when you pay $1,000, you know, you want the craftsmanship to be good, and I was just like, you know, I just feel like this could have done better. So I talked to the painter guy, and he's like, you know what, yeah, there's an issue with the color of paint between these different panels, and he's like, all right, we'll just need to bring the car back in and have the bumper painted, which I'm good. I'm content with. I'm glad they didn't give me like a workaround of, oh, this plastic is gonna adhere different with the paint compared to other parts. I appreciate them being honest and straightforward with that. Next Tuesday, I'm gonna drop the car off at the body shop, and they're gonna make this bumper hopefully darker. I mean, it looks really good. It's just, it kind of just kills me, just the difference. So I'm rather just get it taken care of now versus just like put it off for a while. So I'm happy the body shop agreed to be willing to fix it. Other than that, other than the bumper just being a lighter color, it looks really good. It's just unfortunate it's not just a little bit darker. So hopefully this can get fixed, and I will show you guys an update what that looks like after it gets repainted. So far it's looking good. We just need, you know, to work on it a little bit, and then it'll be looking just how I want it. So stay tuned for that. Alright, what's up guys? It's been about a week since I last talked to you. I sent the car back to the body shop, and guess what? It looks good now. They got the paint looking perfect. So let me show you guys that. Look at how that came out. It is significantly better than the first time. What I was really looking after, you know, there's only so much, you know, the camera's going to be able to show. But what matters is the bumper and the splitter and the fender are pretty much identical. And just look how good that looks. I mean, look at the lip, the hella horns. I cannot get over how damn good this looks. So that blows away my expectation. It just looks freaking good. But anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the details about painting the bumper and what you guys should know and kind of expect whenever you're repainting any part of the World Rally Blue STI. So let me fill you guys in with that. All right, so what are some of the things you need to know? Well, the first question you probably have is, how much did this cost me? And I'll be quite frank, this cost me $1,100. I might try and take a picture and like post up like the bill and what each part costs and labor and paint and whatnot. But the total was about $1,100. Most of the cost was, I think, the bumper. I don't know. Like I said, I'll just show the slip. So the new bumper was ordered. They resprayed that, so there's labor and paint for that. And then I bought the front lip for the car. The front lip, after shipping, tax and whatnot, that came out to be $332, and then there's an hour of labor to have them install it. Of course, you can save money and you can install the front lip yourself, but I felt more comfortable if the car's already at the body shop to just have them install it for me, which I definitely think was the right move. It's secured on the bumper, and it doesn't seem like it's going to come off. Honestly, if the front lip comes off, it's probably going to take my bumper off. That's something to keep in mind. Other than that, so why was it the first time they sprayed the bumper, it was the wrong shade? And quite honestly, it was the correct paint. It was actually the sealant that was incorrect. The Subaru manufacturer calls for G5 sealant for the front bumper. And as you saw on the camera, it came out way light. So, I talked with the paint guy, and, he was quite honest. He's like, yeah, I messed up, and, I didn't get the side of the bumper as well as I should have. And I appreciate that. So he's like, it's not the clear coat, the only thing you can do with clear coat is just make it more yellow, and I want to let you guys know is I'm not a paint guy. I just know a little bit. I'm just telling you what he told me. And what you should know is instead of going with the G5, we went with the G6, which got us the right shade of blue, as you can see on the footage that I'm showing you. So instead of going with G5, we went with G6, and that's for World Rally Blue. It might be different depending on what color you go for, but just giving you guys a heads up if you end up repainting your STI or any Subaru or STI or whatnot, that just because it says G5, the paint might not turn out how you expect it to. I just want to give everyone a heads up that using G5, you might not get the results that you want. So if you're having issues with, bumpers or splitters or fenders not matching up correctly, it's probably because your sealant. The paint's right, it's just your sealant. So that's just something you should keep in mind when you need to get your Subaru painted. Other than that, I'm really happy with the body shop. They didn't give me a workaround or anything like that. I would totally go to them again for any future work. So now we know the right sealant and paint to use for the car. So I have no problem going to them in the future. Other things you should know, actually really important things that you should know after you get your car back: do not wax, do not polish, don't put any sealants, don't put any ceramic coatings, nothing. Just, you have to leave it bare for, different painters are going to tell you different amounts of time, but what I was told was you want to let the paint rest for about 60 days. So I don't know, it's like the end of April, so maybe around June, around then I can do a little bit of polishing and put a nice coat of wax on. Make sure to give your paint time to cure. or else if you put any applications of wax or sealant on too soon, the paint won't cure correctly, and you might find that your paint isn't lasting as long as you'd like it to. Other information other than that, I don't have anything else. Like I said, the car looks fantastic. I mean, god damn. Like, you just can't, I just can't even put in words how damn good that looks. I mean, son of a bitch, that just is next level. So for the future, I do have a few ideas for what I want to do for the outside of the car, but mostly the bumper was like the major part. The bumper and the hood, you know, getting the clear bar off, that was most of what I wanted to get done. So for future projects, I'm probably going to end up doing, so I'll polish the whole car, except the bumper, right? Because we need to let the bumper cure. So I'm gonna polish the whole car, and we're gonna get the headlights polished, and we're gonna get a clear coat, like a clear coat, like a rattle can clear coat, you know, nothing special, but just to keep the headlights from oxidizing. So you can expect a future project of getting these headlights a little clear. Looks good on camera, but up close, there's just like some deep scratches. They're pretty deep, and they just don't look very nice. So let the camera go. So for the future, we are going to get the headlights looking good, and then after that, probably going to do interior detailing. So anyways, you guys should click the like button, subscribe if this helped you. All right, see you guys in the future. Peace.